The SS Gimbal. It's EVO Gimbals, most mountable, lightest, most adaptable gimbal, really. I love it. I like to pair it up with a GoPro Hero5 Session. For POV, whether I'm on a dirt bike or a mountain bike, this is my setup. It's light, it's efficient, the battery lasts forever, and if I take the GoPro Hero5 Session and go with 1080, 60 frames per second super view, I get an incredibly smooth, immersive shot. Now, there is a specific way that you have to mount this, okay, and this is important. When you pull the EVO Gimbal out of the box, the default kind of go-to, considering that there's a 1/4-20 mounting platform on the bottom, is the round end forward, one motor on the right, one motor behind. You turn it on. In fact, I'll turn it on just to prove a point. Fire this up. Okay, motors kick on. That is the default setup for the SS. Now, this doesn't work when you're shredding on a motorcycle or on a mountain bike, because for one, you end up having to use the little finger mount tab, the GoPro finger mount tab, which positions the gimbal too far out. Sometimes the motors will bump against your chest, and there's also a lot of play. So many of the Chinese GoPro chest mount knockoffs or anything with a bunch of stretchy straps, the plastic plate is too small, the straps are too stretchy, and your gimbal ends up whipping around when you get rowdy. So at EVO, we have the solution. One, we like to buy youth size motocross roost protectors. So there's no back, all right? It's open back for ventilation. And it's a really small plate on the front. You know, it would be too small for moto. You'd need a bigger one if you were an adult. But you buy one of the kids' ones, pull the straps all the way out, and man, this thing works great. So you have a large plastic plate and no big stretchy elastic, so the plate doesn't bounce around. The next thing we do, depending on what your size is, we just simply drill a hole and grab a 1/4-20 and mount your SS to the plate. Now, I'm going to put this one down because I actually already have one on. I prefer to punch a little hole in my shirt so I don't have a bunch of stuff on the outside. It just looks slicker. I'm going to power down this SS gimbal now and show you how to properly mount this. So, I've got my plate underneath. I'm kind of a tall guy, so I go right smack in the middle of the plate with my hole. And then I simply thread the SS on. Now, this is kind of the crucial part. For the motors and the brain for the SS to work correctly, you have to run the front or the rounded portion of the gimbal facing up towards you. At this point, you can spin the SS motor and you'll feel where the stops are. Okay? So, you want it in the middle. But you want to have not motor up on top and motor on the right. You want to have motor down, motor on the left. Now this is important, this is the way the brain works best. Also, if you have a full face helmet on, by having the motor drop down below, you can't hit your chin bar on it. And also, when you're in your attack position over the bars, if you have the motor above, the camera will swivel and you'll pull the motor into the frame. No go. So you want to have the motor below. At this point, you can just hold it in position, power up the SS, you'll feel the motors kick on, and presto. Hitting jumps, nice and firm, over the bars, let's go ride. Feels pretty smooth, cool and unusual. My favorite trail at Winter Park.
that is my favorite trail. One of my favorite trails in the world.